the synchronization of the different systems of the one nation one elections, which is going through in India. It is not initially the new phase of 2026, and it is also begin in 1952, 1962, 1952, 1957, 1962 and 1967, the four general election which is comes under the one nation one election. That means if someone is participates for the general election, it is ground level to up level. If they are casting their votes, they are just casting in only 5 years of one times, okay, not only in general election have other times, and state legislative have other times, and local like the panchayati level, like the block level, like the like the gram sabha levels. They have only cast only one times they will cast for the votes, and it will help for the government expenditure of money which is decreases. The election commission of India have not be chaos between the ground level to upper level, like the general election conducting in the whole India, okay. But that times India population is only 14 crore, but now the India population is 150 crore. That means 1.5 billions, and 1 billions of India total voter in India have currently, and that type there have at most almost 10% and 50% of the Indian voters, because they have many of the challenges facing in India, like the poverty, like the famine, like when we have divided like the India and Pakistan's, and chaos between the different level of the government, and also have people have not more than access of the media and social media. The poverty level is also high, because when the India became freedom 1947, the chaos and communal rights is also the backbone of Indian economy. So it is not be impactful for that time. But in 2024, no, it is 2026, we have access of social media, we have also access of the news in different variety of the instance, and the level of their transformation also awareness by the campaigns like political party in individual levels. And people have a understanding when they casting votes for different individuals participants, when they are elected in different ways, okay. But one nation one election, what is the crucial aspect by the governance? The different political advisors, constitutional experts, and economically expert, they said about one nation one election is a milestone changing, and it's a crucial advantage for the general election like the 2024. The general election total political party which expenditure of 1.35 lakh, that means 1,35,000 crore expenditure, okay, according to media central media statistics reports, okay. 2024, the 1.35 thousand, that means 1,35,000 crore expenditure, and 2029 have approx 16,000 crore. That means one voter cast in 2029 700 crores, and in 2024 one voter cost approx 1400 crore, 1400 and 1500 crores, okay. So this expenditure which not comes from the heavens, it is just expenditure comes from the taxpayer, and taxpayer have also asked the government take accountability of how why you are expenditure more and more in general election which have no any instance. So the government is decided, and different constitutional expert, political experts, economically experts, social experts, and moral experts, and ethological expert said about if one election one nation and one election is a amendment come through in Indian constitution and in parliaments, it will a milestone changing for the transformation, and it is also for the biggest milestone, strongest participation of the democracy. Like India have a secularized country, we have seen how the government in different way of the expenditure they have promise for the free buys and its transformation. It is basically for their transformation and it's economically as structural. So different constitutional experts and political experts say that the one nation one election is a milestone changing for the democracy of India, which is also for the biggest strongest achievements for these systems when the expenditure which is also high and the improvement is not a transformations. So the gracefully responsibility and its acceptance of the derivatives and its way and its challenges for the defining and its acceptance for their derivatives way of the efficiency. Okay, but the expectations and its requirement phase 5 the one nation one elections, and it's basically for the 1 billions of peoples which have different aspects and different reforms and its executions. So the working basically for their transformations, the way and its efficiency and its growth which is balanced for their requirement. And it's also for the hoping of the minority community which is also hoping for the poverty levels, also hoping for the unemployment levels of working and its efficiency which have a different way and its challenges in India have. So the government is decided, it's not government decided, it's like the ruling government which specifically, and also for the opposition leader, also for the state legislative assembly and state levels of the politicals, regional politicals, they will integrate and decided for the one nation and one election. They also favor for the one nation and one election, not only for the ruling government, it is just favor for the government of government and its democracy improving, strongest for the democracy transparency increase, and just only focus for the participation of infrastructure developments, connectivity developments. It not the participations of different way of the elections held in different region of the states in India. So the level and its encourage for their way and its efficiency. It is just like the involvement of different political participation and it's working for their basically and its institutionalization. The growing and its participation of work, the growing and its participation which is basically for their transformation and it's working for the way and its way and its involvement, especially for the transactions and its security about their effective and its association. Okay, but what is your expects about if one elections one nation and one election is specifically for the amendment of the amendment which comes through in parliaments, and what is the positive aspects? Just put your own aspects of in aspects for the suggestion. Okay, but the expert said about one nation one election is the going for the uh, favorable of the government when the government is in the central, they are ruling in the centrals, their policy, their schemes which is also for the favorable of the central government. These challenges which just criticize for the regional level of the government, like the regional level of the party. So this criticism is especially for the not only I just tell you the BJP government and not just I tell you the Congress government and Aam Aadmi Party, and I never told you UPA and NDA. It is just specifically for when UPA is power, they will favor. If NDA is power, they will also favor for the one nation and one election. It is not specifically for the one government talk about, because constitutional experts say that when 1952, 1957, and 1962 and 1967, okay, there is only one party is holding majority of power like the Congress, and there have the different criticism, because many of the states which dissolve the parties, and the government is stepped down. So these types of challenges which is emerging in current scenario, we have also seen about in Bihar in different levels. We have seen in Maharashtra, which is also a different government which is taking a step downs, and also in have like the Karnataka. So this type of challenges which is also further having, but the transformation of different way and its participation which is working, and it's basically work upon it. Okay, the one nation in one election not only favor for the current government, it is favor for the those government who is comes in power. If NDA is in power, they will favor it. If UPA is in power, they will also be favors. But we are the voters, so we just think about which is doing for the citizens of India goods. So we have power to casting our votes honestly. And if someone is in powers, and if someone is in opposition, like the if someone is right wing, if someone is left wing.